us. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Steven, go ahead.
Hi, Laura. I wonder if you could start by kind of your overall thoughts going into the game tomorrow against Houston, team currently at the bottom of the standings, and obviously a really important match for you guys to try and climb.
Yeah, I think I said it after Monday's game. I think Monday's game would have been a bonus for us in regards to points, but the reality is the next 5 games are the most important ones, beginning with tomorrow, because of who we're playing and what that means. So yeah, Houston's been somewhere that's always difficult to come. The weather conditions are always a challenge, but we're excited and we've trained today and it was pretty good. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Thanks, Steven. Jada, go ahead.
Thanks for the time, Laura. I wanted to ask then what about health situation is Jordan and Jess, I can't remember the other one, but yeah, how is health, and is anybody that was on the injured list for Monday's match going to be able to return?
Jess hasn't made the trip. Jordan is here. She's doing a lot better than she was, but we'll make a decision on what her involvement is in the game probably tomorrow morning.
And then just one follow-up is this team, Houston, with their recent form, 6 matches, losing 6 matches, can this be a difficult game to kind of prepare for, in a sense that you don't want to get trapped up into them not playing well and that should be an easy win type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, anyone who thinks wins come easy in this league is delusional. So that's not how we ever prepare, to be honest. We were that team, we went on that streak at one point and we were in all of those games. So I think we know no matter our opponent, no matter the form that they're in, they're always going to pose a really difficult, test for us. We always approach every game that way. We just know that this is obviously a really important game for us in trying to achieve what we want to achieve, which is get as close as we possibly can to that playoff line.
Thanks, Jada. Jackie?
Thank you. Hey, Laura. Hope all is well. Had a bit of a kind of just different fun question, I guess, more so about just team culture and environment as I'm working on a piece, just getting some different player perspectives. But from a coach's perspective, just want to get your thoughts about what are just some of the either like ways or activities that you just enjoy getting to get to know your team better. I know Hannah was talking about playing board games in LA and different things like that, but just wanted to get your thoughts about maybe it's just some of the things that you enjoy seeing with your team and just how they're growing together.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this club has traditionally been known for having a good culture, and that's definitely been imprinted along the years with, the players that have been here a long time. I think in our new space, in our new locker room, there's definitely more opportunity to integrate them, socially, and not just be about soccer. So yeah, I've seen more board games. I've actually got a karaoke machine that I'm bringing in that they don't know about yet, so I'm excited for that.
So some Adele songs then are coming next, or what?
Yeah, of course. No, I just think I've always believed in this. I've always believed that these guys are human beings first. They all have different passions and different things that they like to do outside of being an athlete, and being able to get to know them on that level is always good. And you never know whether it might be, some of us love playing golf, as an example. Players have currently, and they're starting to teach me, which is great, of baking their own bread and all that type of stuff. So I think just having the environment where the players feel comfortable that they can share that about themselves, and no matter who it is within our environment can latch onto that. Like, I want to be able to bake my own bread, so Live Athens is teaching me how to do it, as an example.
Love that.
And that we all have a job to do and we all want to do that to the best of our ability, but there is a lot of time that we get to spend together that's not just about playing soccer. So I've always believed that element of your environment is always really important.
Yeah, for sure. And just a follow-up question to that, thinking about just this season. I know it's like, been a long one, a lot of challenges too, but for you as a coach, just how are you finding joy in just the ways that you lead your team? I know that could probably just kind of look different being on the road or at home, different things like that. But just wanted to get your perspective on that aspect of joy, just, in such a challenging season too.
Yeah, honestly, it's hard. I would say since coming back to the league, honestly, not just this season, it's challenging. I think we live in a different world than we used to live in. I think that the league's super competitive, so it's a challenge. Personally, I probably got the biggest wake up call a few weeks ago when I ended up in the hospital for a little bit, because ultimately this is just a job, and we are out here trying to do the best of what we possibly can do. But I've always believed that when you win, you should celebrate it like it's your first, and it potentially is your last, because you never know when the next one's going to come. And making sure that you take care of yourself, making sure that whatever that may be, right? Like for me, it's playing golf and watching shows and being at the water and all that type of stuff, right? Like whatever it is for anybody, like find those moments where you can really take time to appreciate that, we have the best job in the world, but sometimes you can send yourself down a pathway that can be a little bit unhealthy, and you have to find the ways where you can get yourself back into realising what it's all about, really. And yeah, I probably had the biggest wake-up call probably about a month ago. So.
For sure. Well, appreciate your time, and just hope all goes well this weekend with your travels as well. So thanks again.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks, Jackie. And then Jada?
Thanks. Laura, can you share more about what was it that did happen, and what changes you might have had to make?
Me? About me?
Yes. Yes.
I had a real problem with my stomach, and we actually still don't really know what it is. So I just think that, when you're lying on a hospital bed for 2 days and you're not able to do your job that you love and be able to go to a game and miss that opportunity, it makes you take stock a little bit. So that's what I've done. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't end up back there, make sure that we find out exactly what was wrong with me so that I can continue to make myself better. But, nothing like super dramatic.
Yeah. So you didn't have to, obviously you didn't have to give up coaching, but, there wasn't anything else that they told you had to adjust in your...
I've given up caffeine. That's one thing I've given up in this process. And yeah, trying to make sure that I take care of myself a little bit better, because I obviously wasn't, because otherwise I wouldn't have been in the hospital. So just trying to do right, take care of my body, take care of my mind, so that I can be the best version of myself.
Thank you for sharing.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jada. And then I do have a question sent in from Jacob from Sound at Heart, Ride of the Valkyries. He just wants to know what's gone into the preparation for tomorrow so the team starts from kickoff with energy and hopefully setting the tone and get a result against Houston.
Yeah, I think, obviously in the Gotham game, we struggled to get pressure on the ball. So, I believe that that's always an indicator for us of how we can set the tone in a game. And yeah, so I think just getting ourselves on the front foot and making sure that we can really set the tone on both sides of the ball. Houston's a tough place to do that because of the heat, but we have a good roster here. So whoever starts the game, even if they can't finish it, we know we've got legs on the bench that can come on and take on that responsibility.
Awesome. Any other questions, or we're good? All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Laura.
Thanks.